How's it going, everyone? Kevin here for Channel Mana League with Mark Lucky Draw here.
Yep.
Here running an 8-4, so it's not a pre-release, but it is a Dragons of Tarkir 8-4. So let's see. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Put up to 2 creature cards with converted mana cost 3 or less onto the battlefield. The rest on the bottom of your library in any order. I don't think that's probably that good.
You don't like variants?
Who doesn't love some variants? But I don't think that's probably that good. What else we got? An Tarkir Pummeler, 4/5 with formidable. Creatures can't be blocked except by 2 or more. An enchantment that just lets you bolster 1. That's interesting, but you probably need some guys. Silk Wrap, which I think is probably pretty good.
Probably the pick so far, right?
Probably the best one, I think, yeah. Tactician's fine. Twin Bolt. Twin Bolt's
oh yeah, Twin Bolt or Silk Wrap. What do you think?
I
I kind of like Twin Bolt, actually.
Yeah, let's go Twin Bolt. See if we can get some red removal-y stuff. There's a Tail Slash. Let's see what else we've got. Dragonloft Idol. I don't think we need that one. Stormcrag Elemental. 5/5 Trampling Megamorpher for 6. That's actually not bad, I don't think. I would definitely play. I mean, you play that card.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's better than Tail Slash here. Is there anything else?
Idol, you don't like that at all?
3/3?
Hill Giant gets a bonus with dragons.
I think it's okay. I don't
yeah,
think it's what I
if
would
you're playing dragons, you don't need a bonus. I gotcha.
Yeah, and I don't think it's probably what you need right away. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature bolster 1. I think Enduring Victory is pretty good. It's pretty expensive, but if you're playing white, I mean, you want removal. I think that's good.
Defeat seems good too.
Defeat also seems good.
I would take Tail Slash.
But I think taking Tail Slash is probably the best. One-sided fight is pretty good. And if not, I'd probably take Defeat over Enduring Victory, but I'm not entirely certain about that. Target player draws X cards and loses X life. That's interesting. See what do we got here? And a Tarkir Freet. That's okay, I think.
It's pretty solid.
There's a Flatten. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. So a couple good black cards. Not that I don't know that Foul Tongue Shriek is that amazing, but
Circle of Elders.
Circle of Elders.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
I think that's okay, probably.
Yeah, it's alright.
Maybe not with what we've got so far, although we're only 2 picks in. Minister of Pain, 2/3 exploit. Creatures your opponent control gets -1/-1 until end of turn. That's pretty good.
Solid. Do we think black looks enough open that we want to go with Flatten over the Ifrit? I like the Ifrit, I will say.
I think I like Flatten enough better than Ifrit that I will take it here.
Okay. I know you like removal.
Yeah. I guess we don't get to see what these cards are. Oh, there they are. Well, that's a lot of blue, just colorifically. Encase of Nice, that's sideboardy. Contradict, that's expensive. And, okay, well, that's not a good blue card, so that's why there's so many blue cards here. Not interested in the 1/6.
Yeah, the Outrider or the Prowler, right?
Yeah, 4/2 Trample. If it attacks, then you have Formidable. Creatures you control, it gains first strike until end of turn.
Yeah, it gets first strike. Or just a 4/3 all the time. I would go with the Outrider, especially with the not double red. And there's also the Dramoka Warrior, which is a solid guy, but I wouldn't start dipping into white at this point.
I think this is good too. Plus the 4 power goes a long way to your Formidable, like you're halfway there.
Right.
Living on a prayer. We got here a Karsi Sadist, which I think is only okay.
Yeah.
Black seems to have dried up a fair amount, or these packs just may not have a lot of black in them. Your Threaten effect. Threaten can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures.
Yeah, with an extra mana for the cost.
Sure, for your troubles. Lore Master's probably a pretty reasonable card. A 3/2 for 4, and if you Megamorph it for 6, you return target non-creature, non-land card. That works good with our red cards.
Yeah. I mean, we're certainly not locked into black.
Now, what do you think about the Bowmaster? I think Bowmasters is actually the best card here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think we'll take that. Let's see. Coat with Venom, again, I think that's a pretty reasonable black card. What else we got? A 2/4 for 3.
Yeah, that one's fine.
And then some blue cards that are just icebreakers.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. Do you like Coat with Venom or the Yearling here?
I would probably go with the Yearling.
I think that's fine.
I know you like Coat with Venom a little bit more than I do.
Okay, so here we have a Gate Smasher. I don't like that. Butcher's Glee, I think, is an okay card. +3/+0 lifelink regenerate is a pretty big swing. You almost always kill something, gain lifelink, and don't lose a creature. I think that's pretty good.
No, it's solid. Again, I would probably go with the green card here.
The 5/1 Hexproof or the 2/1 Megamorphy Shield guy?
I would go with the Hexproof guy. The Shield Bearer is fine. It's pretty expensive for the Megamorph effect.
Okay. I'm not super sure about that. I would maybe take the Shield Bearer there, but I'm fine taking it. I mean, he's only got 1 toughness, but...
How many all opposing creatures get -1 effects are there?
Not a lot, but I mean, he's always going to trade down, right? Like, some things, or you just leave him for blocking, I guess.
Or attack in and they don't block. And...
works good with Tail Slash. Anyway, moving along. Pinion Feast for a sideboard, I guess. Or Revealing Wind. No, I'm not interested in that. Vandalize, destroy target art. I guess it's Pinion Feast for the sideboard, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, here's an Evolving Wilds. That's not terrible. Not interested in a Sheltered Area. Also Naturalize for sideboard. Although, I don't know, there's not that many artifacts or enchantments. There's a few, but I don't think enough for that.
I mean, there's Mind Rot if we go back.
And there is creatures without flying can't block this turn, but we definitely red dried up really fast. I'm not sure that we're gonna.
I would go with the Evolving Wilds.
Yeah. Okay, so here's your Volcanic Rush. The very expensive effect, but they do get trample. Reckless Imp is okay. It's a 2/2 flyer that can't block for 3, but it can dash. This is a 2/2 that bolsters 2, but it's very expensive. What do you like here?
Yeah, I would just take the Scavenger. We feel more green than anything. It's not great, but it's playable if we need it.
Yeah. I think that's crappy. It's a 1/1, and then when it dies, you move a 1/1 somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want this either. I think all these cards are pretty bad.
Naturalize.
Yeah. Glaring Aegis is actually probably not even that terrible. And when it enters the battlefield, you tap target creature the opponent controls, and your creature gets +1/+3 for 1 mana. That's not that terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tapping effect, obviously. You know, it is what it is. But for 1 mana, you're getting at least a little value out of it. You're not going to get straight 2 for 1 because you get to tap something.
So what do you think we're going to see again in Pack 3? You think not red?
That pack seemed kind of all over the place, but yeah, we definitely didn't see red after our first 2 or 3 picks. Like,
it did seem like green was the most open.
It did look open. It looked like we saw some black cards early, but then not a lot. I think that's probably a good card if you're playing those colors, which we're not.
Could be.
Yeah, we do got an Evolving Wilds. And here's an Ultimate Price, which is going to be the best card here. Let's see what else we got. Dragon spells cost 1 less. Not super interested in that. In green, we got a Yearling, and that's it. This is a pretty bad pack, I think. The best cards are black. Ultimate Price and Butcher, I think, are the 2 best cards here.
Yeah, and if we wanted a super hedge, we could take another wild.
The Sandcrafter Mage is fine too, I think, but we're not really white. I think we got to take Ultimate Price there.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just too good. We could be green, black, or green, red. Even though this set has 2 color combinations with names, I don't think it's that important unless you end up with, a dragon or something. Most colors are gonna... You can kind of play them together, I think. First Strike, whenever it attacks, bolster 1. That's an interesting card. Silk Wrap. So Those are, the rares pulled out of here, which doesn't tell us a lot, but there are some white cards here. Sarkhan's Rage, of course, is good. Deal 5 to target creature or player, and if you don't have a dragon, it deals 2 to you, so, alright. Not too interested in Dutiful Attendant. What about a Glade Watcher? 1/2 Defender, can attack as though it doesn't have Defender.
I mean, I think it's that or the Rage. Rage being the better card. Watcher being more... we're pretty certain to be green.
Are we, though? We got 4 green cards, 3 red cards, and 2 black cards. Like, we may... I don't know.
Yes.
I think Rage is too much better than Glade Watcher, don't you?
You think we're going to end up being red-black, though, at this point?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's the second Sarkhan's Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We may just... we're probably going to be one or the other, red or black, but taking a card that is going to be pretty good and possible second color, I don't know, maybe we're just better off taking meh cards in green. I think this one is okay. It comes in as a 3/3, and then for 3 mana you can move a +1/+1 somewhere. The 3/3 for 3 is reasonable, and then you can move stuff around.
Solid.
Then Dragon's Guard bears 3/2. If you have Formidable, you can regenerate it. That's pretty good too, I think.
Also solid. I would take one of those.
There's also Sarkhan's Rage again, but
that.
We already got a 5 mana Sarkhan's Rage. So, what do you like better? Which 3-drop do you like better?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Being in green, we're probably gonna be Formidable, probably.
Yeah, I've played with the bear. It's solid.
I think I like the Quartermasters better.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. I think either one's good, so I'll go with you on that.
Okay.
I don't see any black here.
No, there's another Twin Bolt though. That's pretty late.
Yeah, it is.
That's a pretty late Twin Bolt. I mean, again, that doesn't mean we're going to get it back in pack 3, but it's a pretty late good red card. We may just be red-green and not black.
It looks like it. I'd go with that for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the winner.
Any other cards that?
Well, that's what I was checking. I mean, Warbringers. We're not trying to be dashing too much. We're not a red-black dash kind of deck.
There's a card that says dragon on
it. It does have the word dragon on it, so it must be good. Summer Prowler is probably okay too. But we'll take the Twin Bolt. That's it's a sideboard card. Stormcrag Elemental is reasonable here.
Yeah.
Yearling or Shield Bearer.
Yeah.
Out of those cards, and I'm not really interested in Volcanic Rush for this deck. If we were super aggro, red-black maybe. Tokens and such. So the question is, out of these 3 cards, which do you like best?
I guess we could go with Shield Bearer here.
I was thinking the Elemental.
You want more of a late game?
I mean...
Yeah, I guess we don't have much of a late game.
They're both Megamorphs. This is a 2-drop, though. We don't have any 2-drop creatures, so I mean, we could just play it as a 2/1, so maybe that is the better pick.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point.
This does become a 6/6 Trampler, but... What do you think?
Yeah, I would stick with the Shield Bearer.
Alright, Shield Bearer. There's another Conifer Strider here. Here's a can't be blocked Megamorph guy that turns into a 2/2. That's reasonable. Just trying to see if there's anything amazing in colors that aren't ours. I mean, I think these black tricks are like fine, but not amazing.
We could take a more late gamey guy with the
Segmented Croteak.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many Conifer Striders we won.
I don't know the answer to that either. I've not played with it yet. I don't know what you can do with it to make it not trade for one of their crappy guys on offense. So to me, this looks like a pretty defensive card.
Yeah,
I think we'll take the Croteak here.
I mean, we already have one, and that works with our Tail Slash. So
yeah. Impact Tremors. No, I don't think that's probably what we want to do. Einarch Artillerist. It's probably not going to have a +1/+1 counter on it, and then it just trades, so I'm not really into that guy. I don't think Servant of the Scale's any good, and I don't know that I like Shape the Sands, but I guess it's a trick, although tricks that just give you defense and reach aren't amazing. What do you like here? These are all pretty crappy.
They are. I think the Artillerist is the least crappy of them.
The most possible to be played.
Mm-hmm.
here's a dragon. A bad one though, not a great one. I mean, as dragons go, not a great one. But two white dragons in the same pack.
Yeah.
At a pretty late pick. But I
kind of like to be moving into that.
I think probably a flying lifelink dragon is pretty good.
It is.
Lifelink's good. Just another shield bearer here, or do you like the 2/3 Scream Reach brawler?
Either one's okay.
Yeah, we'll take the shield bearer. All right. Dragon Lord's Servant. Say 1/3/4/2. That makes all our dragons cheaper, so that's pretty good. I don't think Volcanic Rush is what we need in this deck, though.
Well, we're not playing either one of these.
So, I mean, would you pull something else out since we're not playing it anyway, or just take this?
I'd take that or Volcanic.
We may be short on playables. Hopefully not. Well, there's the Glade Watcher. See, all the way around.
Okay.
So we got a Sarkhan's Rage and our Glade Watcher. What do you think about this trick? Better than a 1/1?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too. Alright, I mean, I guess there may be a time when we want a threaten effect.
Sure.
Maybe.
I would put it in the sideboard.
Yeah.
I'd put the Dragon Lord Servant in the sideboard also.
Take another Yearling, we might play that. Destroy target black or red.
It's a good art on the mountain. Oh.
Sure. Well, destroy target black or red creature. We have one of them, so we don't want our one red creature to be destroyed. Alright, we can probably move these over. I mean, we could play an Evolving Wilds and try to just play like an ultimate price and a flatten, but I don't think we'll want to do that.
Nah.
Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. That's not going to work good with the 0 dragons we currently have. Wild Slash just deals 2 damage to target creature or player. That seems good.
Yep.
What else is here? Archers of Karsi 5/2 reach. That's a crappy card. Smoldering Efreet. Not amazing. That's not amazing either. So I think.
It's Wild Slash here.
It's pretty
looking at our deck, we've got 3 2-drops now if we need them.
Yeah.
And we've also got 2 Twin Bowls that can be played at instant speed if we just want to be defensive and play it on there. So I think our early game is okay, especially since we got a bunch of 3s as per usual.
Yeah. We got a Bathe in Dragonfire here.
Yes, we do.
There's also Whisperer of the Wilds.
Yeah. Probably go with that. I don't know.
Let's see, what do we got? We only have 12 creatures. And we do have a Sarkhan's Rage, 2 Twin Bolts, a Wild Slash, and a Tail Slash. So I think Bathe in Dragonfire is the better card.
Yeah, especially for us. We don't have a whole lot of good late game that we want to ramp out.
So maybe just take it and then prioritize some creatures.
Yeah, prioritize some late game especially.
Okay. There's a Defiant Ogre and a Frontier Mastodon. Nothing too great running around here for us.
Yeah.
Although I don't see anything too great for anyone really.
Probably take the Mastodon though, eh?
I think so. Do we have any creatures power 4 or greater? 1, 2, if we flip that. 3, not those guys. Well, we don't have a lot, but I think a 3/2 for 3 that just sometimes happens to be a 4/3 is better than a 4/6 for 6.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a Jungle Hollow if we were inclined to splash the black.
There is. There's also the sweet choice of Defiant Ogre and Frontier Mastodon once again.
Right. Flatten and Ultimate Price are good cards.
And we could take the Jungle Hollow and play the Evolving Wilds and play those cards.
I mean, that would give us 2, 3 ways to get black.
Yeah, I'd play 1 Swamp.
I guess that's fine.
Our deck is...
How many playables we got? 20? And it'll be 22 if we do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I would just do that.
and I don't love like artillerists. So there's a couple cards here I don't love.
Well, then that kind of tilts us more towards taking another Mastodon. But
Let's go for it. I think our deck's weak enough like that we may need Flatten and Ultimate Price. Our deck feels pretty weak to me.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have dragons. We don't have any real. We have some removal, but I'm not really sure how we're winning the game yet.
Alright. Well, we could win the game by bolstering 3 early.
We could do that. There's also the Formless Nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of those do you like better?
There's a Rune Mark as well. And a Battle Rage.
Ooh, Battle Rage. We don't have a ton of creatures with 4 or greater, but...
No, we don't.
That's a sweet card, though.
It is.
It gives double strike either way.
Yeah, I would be tempted to take it if we had more 4 drops.
Would you take Cash Defenses, that, or Formless Nurturing? In 2 seconds.
Alright, fine. Take Battle Rage.
And Battle Rage it is. We have a way to win. That's interesting, but probably not what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
Fierce Invocation?
Yeah, I mean, we could take Return to Earth to the sideboard.
It makes a 4/4 for 5 that maybe hits something good.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah. I don't think I'm interested in Friendly Fire. We could take this, but this is not a very good defensive card. There's the Einot Guide, which I think is probably the pick, eh?
Yeah, I think we need to take that.
2 for 2 or Find a Land. It does help us get a swamp if we need it.
Oh, this is another swamp.
Another Jungle Hollow. So,
definitely Jungle Hollow here.
It's got to be the Jungle Hollow here. I just seen what else was here, but nothing is the answer.
Alright, so that's a pretty easy black splash.
We'll play 1 swamp and we'll have 2 good black cards in our deck. These cards all suck for us.
Yeah.
Or for everyone, probably.
You want to hack a cove?
Yeah. Not interested in these either. What is this? Trample? +2/+2 and Trample?
Yeah, take that.
You like that better than cutting something? Probably might as well. Maybe we'll play that. We take the Defiant Ogre. I don't think we're going to play it, but...
I would hope not. Although our late game is not great.
It's true, but... I mean, do I take a second one or just hack a Lotus Eye Mythics?
Doesn't matter.
I know. This one's fine, I think. Whatever.
Hack a Warflow.
Do
actually,
play,
yeah.
Do we
take
play
that.
Cash Defenses?
I don't know if we played or not. How aggressive are we? Not?
Not very.
Yeah. Well, number of 2-drops, 4? Yeah. Going 2-drop into Cash Defenses is pretty sick. But
if find an answer?
Yeah, if you're not doing that, I don't like it all nearly as much. I will say in this that there's not always ways to, even if you wait and play a 3-drop, then play defenses, there's not always a way to deal with that after that.
That's true. I mean, most of the removal, other than Pacifism and
Ultimate Price
is pretty conditional.
Yeah, damage based.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're bolstering 3, much of the time you're going to be difficult to get. I guess you bolster 3 on a 2/2, you can still get eaten up by, Sandblast, deals 5 damage.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, well, we're going to figure out what we want to do with this. We're going to bring over an Ultimate Price, I'm pretty sure. But we'll come back when we're done figuring this out and chat it up. Alright, so this is what we ended up doing here. We're going to run both Jungle Hollows and the Evolving Wilds. Our lands ends up 7 Forest, 6 Mountain, 1 Swamp. It might even be right to go, because we have 2 Jungle Hollows, but to cut 1 Forest for a Mountain. But I think this is right.
Oh, actually, no, I think you are right. I think we should do that.
Okay. With the thought being, you add in those Jungle Hollows, and all of a sudden you have 1 million forests, and this way, okay.
Yeah, I mean, all the creatures that we want to play early are green, so it's better to be more green, but it doesn't seem to make much sense to go less than 7 red sources.
Okay. So that gives us 8 green sources without Evolving Wilds, and 7 mountains without Evolving Wilds, 3 swamps without Evolving Wilds. So we shouldn't have mana. I mean, I'd probably just jinx this, but we shouldn't really have a mana issue, hopefully, at least color issue. When I just did this, I just screwed everything up, but we ended up cutting the Artillerist because it's crappy, the Rune Mark, and the Cash Defenses, and the Kindle Fury because we have a lot of spells already, and the Sandstep Scavengers because I don't think it's that amazing. Our spells are pretty good, I think, a lot of removal and burn, and that's it. We'll go to round 1.
Yeah, I mean, the Rune Mark and the Cash Defenses could come in. I'm not even sure which of those two. The defense is giving 1 more stat versus the Trample. Could still be better. Depends on how often we're the aggressor versus the opponent.
Yeah, I think this deck will be very mid-rangey, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
it's not very
I think
aggro-ish,
so.
But we kept the Defining Ogre, even though it's not amazing, just because sometimes you need some beef at the back end of your curve. This poor guy sees the dragons flying out the window, and he can't do anything about it.
Well,
much like our deck, he can't do much about the flying dragons.
Yeah.
We do have area Bowmasters, but we will go to round 1 and see how that goes.
All right.